So, I should tell you guys right now, before the video actually starts, I have COVID from my lovely wife, but it's not her fault. It was going to happen eventually. I'm just letting you know now in terms of my mood and my, basically non-energy for the most part. I'm trying to get my energy up. Just understand that. Because, yeah, I'm dealing with that right now. But as they say, the show must go on. Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts back once again with another reaction for you guys. Today, guys, of course, check out the newest episode of Superman and Lois Season 2. This is Season 2, Episode 2, The Ties That Bind. So the first episode, I thought was a pretty solid premiere, had some great stuff. Introduced, of course, this new character, Anderson, who's taken over Lane's job, Lois's father's job. And him and Superman don't see eye to eye, and that causes some issues. And then later on, we see what we think are two Kryptonians. They're actually Meta's super powered, humans basically at some school that they had referenced in season 1, because there were some super powered beings that were taken there in season 1, like kids or whatever, and they're trying to train them at this school, and now they're wearing the crest, the House of El crest, and Anderson's like, well, I'm not taking that crest off because Superman won't work with him. So that's a whole power dynamic thing there in terms of he wants Superman to put America first, and that's not the case. Superman wants to, the whole world is what he's protecting. And so, yeah, that was pretty crazy. The ending of the episode, a lot of people are discussing that. And honestly, for me, let's wait and see. Because apparently the showrunner confirmed who that was breaking under the ground, under the mines. I don't believe it in terms of what the person said, the showrunner, because this show loves to throw a twist. We had Morgan Edge in season 1. He wasn't Morgan Edge. He was Tal-Rho, Superman's half-brother. And then he was also the Eradicator. So to believe that this thing that we saw at the end of the episode is this individual, this villain, I don't believe it just yet, because this show loves to throw a twist. So there's that. But besides my COVID situation, I'm excited for this, okay? Probably can't really tell too much, but I'm excited. I loved the first season, and I overall enjoyed the first episode of season 2. And let's get into it, guys, and see what they show us, because apparently these first three episodes, as the showrunner was talking about, is pretty crazy and going to have some big reveals, all that kind of stuff. So let's hope for the best here. So here we go, guys. Episode 2. Let's go.
Wait for our guests.
Oh, yes. Wait for the guests.
Good morning.
Hello.
I'm not really a big breakfast person, but thanks.
Awkward.
What exactly are you seeing in these visions?
Good question. A lot of random stuff.
I'm not really sure. Rocks crumbling. It's like a cave-in.
Yeah, or something's breaking out.
It's the first time in years that I haven't run unopposed.
Oh my gosh.
I'm well.
Get out of here. Get. Hey, stop that kissy. Get out of here. Get out of here with that nonsense.
Hey, Sarah. Hey, I was...
So your dads are like old Metropolis buddies?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Something
big
like
friends.
that.
Woo.
What's it about? Journalists who abuse their power for personal reasons. Ellie Alston's a cold
Oh, boy.
leader who was responsible for... This is different from my dad and the DOD. Look, I know this seems big. I get attacked
Yeah.
all the time.
Hey, brother.
Well.
I was thinking, is he gonna go see him?
When a consciousness is rejected by its host, can there be lingering effects?
Yes. That would make sense.
I've not experienced any memories other than my
Yet.
own.
Yet?
Now take me to my fortress and let me run some tests.
Hell no.
Yes, of course.
Hell no.
What are you afraid of? That I'll fly off?
Yes.
Skiluru kiet waraut.
See you soon. He'll come back, probably.
Mining is the leading cause of seismic activity in the heartland, but
It wasn't them.
deep enough to cause something
Some
like that.
way
Well,
deep
that's
down.
true, Doctor. However, most people aren't aware of exactly what we're extracting. But it's no secret that
No
Amtech
secret.
is hired to clear these mines, as I'm sure you understand.
Where's your guy?
I don't know. He's not answering my texts.
Uh-oh. A no-show?
You're gonna be the one talking for him. Dropping out of the race.
Oh, shit. Okay.
I got a job
Right away.
last night. It's over in Bristol County.
Hey, they should talk at some point about the boundaries she wants to set.
I'm so sorry.
Cars aren't really my thing.
Yeah.
I'll see you later.
Bye. Awkward.
Look, John, I could use your help
What kind of help?
figuring
Well.
out what caused that earthquake.
Inside
Yeah.
the mines, but with excrement.
Oh, someone's shooting somebody. Oh. What's your plan exactly? What the fuck? Oh, shit. What was that gas he took? Bad timing for this to happen. Oh, it's those kids. Yep. Hey, that guy from the first season.
I just have to be clear.
What?
If you're not going to be part of the threat reduction agency, you don't have free reign anymore. Everybody wants superpowers.
It makes sense.
Otherwise, right now, you're more of a liability than a hero.
Jesus. Brutal, but I gotta figure out these headaches or these visions. Still has visions of his Lois, which can make things more difficult.
So you just have Dalmacia.
She's gonna run. That's what's gonna happen. She's gonna run. No response. It's terrible, man. Terrible.
Let me go with you.
Yeah,
Just
just to be safe,
After this morning,
watch what happens. Some guess what
what
happens.
it's like.
If you even think of trying anything,
I'll kill you. No kidding.
your suspicions are without merit. It's a family reunion.
Wait, what?
Kal-El, my son.
What?
Is that you?
What? What?
And you are?
Oh,
Of course
wow.
You don't recognize your forgotten son.
Talro.
I tried to resurrect the planet we lost.
Yep.
Unfortunately, humans proved to be ungrateful hosts.
I never should have designed that machine.
We were so close.
Wow.
brother.
She disagrees with you.
Left in the hands of a monster.
Oh, shit.
You left me in the hands of a monster.
My love for you has always been real.
Hmm. Okay. I mean, it makes sense.
Fate has given us another opportunity.
So what, are you like a gas tank half full kind of girl?
She's a
Let's just say
genius.
there's nothing I can't fix. Where'd you learn how to do all of this? What's going on between you and Jordan?
Awkwardness to the 10th power.
Why did he say
Nothing
something?
bullshit. Come on.
No, that answer tells me a whole lot.
We need to go check the sensors. Come on.
Yeah, something's up probably.
See how she favors him? Your father?
Well, yeah. He's not a genocidal sociopath who tried to destroy civilization.
And your mother?
Oh, the tremors are happening again, so it's probably connected to that. It's probably not. I knew it. I knew it. Jesus. Okay, Jordan, you gotta do something. Come on, man.
There's something causing this.
Mm-hmm. Of course. You better get out of there. Yeah, you better move.
What the
I
heck?
can't see. What? Come on. Show it, show it. Come on. Ooh. Come on. Come on. Damn it.
You have no cause to harm this boy.
Show it. Oh my god. Oh shit. Oh my god, those hits are hard. You shouldn't have.
Cal.
Take him back to a
He's trying
cell.
bring you here.
Well, yeah, but take him
I know
away.
what's wrong with you.
That's impossible.
No, it's not. It's happening. I'm already getting calls from subscribers. We need to start acting like this is a thing.
I told you I vetted
Come
every
on.
single one of my sources.
If your sister's the one changing her story, it doesn't matter how rich
That'd be
you are.
bad. Oh, that'd be really bad.
Public's never gonna believe you.
No one cares about Smallville.
I figured they were gonna do this direction. I figured they were gonna go with this direction.
May have gotten ripped when I went head to head with Uncle Jerkface.
What?
Yeah, I know, but the crazy thing is, I actually think I could have beat him up.
No way.
I landed a couple
Yeah, he
blows.
did.
That's awesome.
He did.
Yeah.
I kissed someone. Her name's Aubrey, and she and I thought we were just friends.
Thanks for telling me.
He's broken. Broken. Damn.
See, that's cool.
Jordan.
It was triggered by an invasive cosmological event. She called it interdimensional kinesthesis.
Nothing you just said sounds good.
In layman's terms.
And whatever's down there is what's causing this.
Mm-hmm. 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 Mm-hmm.
You were right. Something came through.
Well-
And it's even more powerful than we hoped.
I think it's pretty obvious who that was. I'm still waiting for a twist. We had a twist in the episode, but I'm expecting what's underground is not exactly what we think it is. And I thought when Clark went to Talro, went to his half-brother. I thought we were going to get an inclination or something that maybe he knows what it is. And maybe he doesn't. Maybe he does. I don't know. But see, the twist was, and this is pretty obvious, he lied. He has his powers. He was playing possum, as Clark said in the end of the episode. He was playing possum this whole time, waiting for his move. This was a really good episode. A lot of crazy moments. And there was a prediction which makes sense that the visions that he was having was tied into when Zod was in his head. It has nothing to do with that. It has to do with whatever is underground. Now, we saw it attacking these miners, and 2 of them got dragged away, and we see the outline of something. We're hearing the growling. They're making it very, very obvious it is Doomsday. But is it actually Doomsday? I don't know. But whoever this woman was that Lois and, I forget her name, who works at the paper, talked to, we've never seen her before, I don't think. And she was talking about how she wanted this specific job. It's because she's working with somebody. It's like, I found something, and it's stronger than we thought. And then it cuts. I was expecting another tease of it at the end of the episode, but actually revealing that she got this job specifically to be at that mine because of what's underground. She knows what it is, or has an inclination of what it is. So now it makes more sense about why she specifically wanted this job. Because that was kind of strange how Lois asked, like, why did you pick this job? Like, why did you come all the way out here? Because you have multiple PhDs or whatever. Why did you come here specifically for this? So now we know. Makes more sense. So, pretty crazy there. And Clark, the whole entire time, is having the visions of this thing breaking through underground. I'm curious how long it's been underground, if it's Doomsday or not, whatever, and what exactly triggered it to start to come out in terms of trying to escape. Because it almost escaped. It almost did. But that one guy sacrificed himself and blew that fuse, and rock came tumbling down all over inside and out as well. So kind of crazy stuff there. And while that's going on, Lois brought essentially John out of retirement a little bit because he doesn't want to wear the still suit anymore. He's done playing hero, essentially. But he was there, and he's having, of course, visions of his wife, Lois, from his Earth, making things uncomfortable. But, you know, Lois is trying her best to get to know Natalie, and it's kind of strange. But what's really interesting, too, Natalie forms a bond with Sarah a little bit. And then once you find out what Sarah was hiding from Jordan, and you find out at the end of the episode why she was being uncomfortable, not responding to his text, it makes more sense why maybe she was wanting to be really chatty with Natalie. But I think that was kind of like just a thing to where that was just kind of happenstance, because if Natalie didn't walk by at that moment, maybe her and Sarah would have never met in that circumstance in terms of lunch. So, okay. But, yeah, a lot of craziness. So I'm jumping up over the place. I'm sorry, guys. My mind's racing, and I'm trying to keep my energy up and not try to cough, because this thing is getting worse and worse throughout the day. Fuck COVID. Yay. So, let's talk about the thing at the end there, in terms of Sarah opening up to Jordan. I suspected that she kissed somebody, and I was also theorizing she kissed a girl. Don't know why, but I'm thinking, well, she could have kissed a guy. Maybe it's a girl. Who knows? Who knows? We don't know much about her character outside of season 1, a little bit, of course, about her family and everything, and how that was uncomfortable with her dad, because her dad was an alcoholic and everything. He's kind of turned himself around, but we don't know too much about her, so her kissing a girl at camp, which she's like, it's a camp thing, you know, it didn't really mean anything. Well, to Jordan, it means a lot. It didn't matter who she kissed. I almost said he. Who she kissed. It doesn't matter. So he walked away. But Natalie made her point when she miraculously fixed that car. You have to tell Jordan the truth. You have to tell him, or else you got to find a better way of hiding it. And I think her going the route of trying to hide it and trying to mask it would have made it worse, because it's clear as day something's wrong. Because we cut to that shot where I think he's looking at her Instagram or something, and then he swipes over to his text, and you see these 3 messages he sent her, no response back. So that was pretty crazy. What was also a big crazy moment in this episode is that Talro takes Jordan and Clark to his fortress, and their silhouette is Clark's mom. Talro's mom too, but she's there. And it was quite surprising, but it wasn't too surprising, because we actually saw Clark's father, Kryptonian father, of course. We saw him through the same sort of technology in season 1 before Talro broke the gem. So this wasn't too surprising. And I'm glad that she kind of explained some information to Jordan in terms of, you know, he is my son, but genetically I didn't give birth to him. And then she claims that she tried to connect with him once he was born. Of course, he doesn't believe it. Of course, he was waiting to reveal he has powers. I like how Jordan, after all this went down, like actually got a punch or two in, was hitting him. He wouldn't have defeated Talro, but the fact that he was trying, because the first go around, he didn't do very much, but this time a little bit better. And I like how Clark just beat the shit out of him, just beat the snot out of him, then put him back, of course. And now he knows for sure Talro cannot be trusted. He shouldn't have got him out to begin with, but I think if you would not have gotten Talro out, the whole idea of Clark reuniting in a sense with his Kryptonian mother would not have happened. It would never have happened. Because why would he go back to that fortress, Talro's fortress? Why would he go back there? He would have no reason to go back there. So now it makes more sense why this all had to go down. Interesting stuff. So Jordan had a lot to do with this episode. So did Clark too, finding out the whole truth about what's happening with his visions and how it's more of a horror movie. Because those are the last vision attack on his head. The creature, Doomsday or not, whatever, was attacking those guys down in the mine. So pretty brutal stuff. The silhouette of it was really cool. And then you can just kind of tell, yeah, they're hinting at Doomsday. But we'll see. It could be another twist. Anything else in particular? So Lana, she's running for mayor, which I kind of suspected as soon as that guy dropped out. Yeah, Lana's going to run. Now, is it Lana? Because during season 1 I kept Lana. I think it's Lana because people keep like getting on to me about the fact that I keep mispronouncing her name. I apologize. But she's running for mayor, which I kind of suspected. We'll see how her daughter feels about this, Sarah. Which, by the way, where's the younger daughter? Because they have 2 kids. Where's the other kid? I guess, whatever. We also have that scene, too, where Clark heads out to that hangar and he fights this guy and like slams into him. Then he takes he huffs this gas, and then Clark like flies at him, and the guy punches him directly in the chest, slams him into that Jeep, grabs him by his chest, and slams him twice. And then you find out later from Anderson that he has X-Kryptonite. He stole a bunch of it before the miners showed up to basically take control of that area, and was selling on the black market. And that's essentially because everyone wants superpowers. Everybody wants superpowers. And we saw, I forget his name, Tag or Dash or something. I forget that guy's name. He was in season 1, the speedster guy. He was there along with the 2 other Kryptonians, House of L, team, whatever, for Anderson, whatever, the DOD. So we see him there. And then Anderson pretty much says, look, you're not going to get no backup. Like, well, I get it. But I think Clark could have probably managed maybe once he maybe got to his senses. But I don't know. That guy tried to kill him, so I don't know. He probably wouldn't have been successful, to get my point. So it wasn't like he begged them to help him. They were there in the vicinity. And he's like, stay out of our way. We'll, stay out of our operations. Like, how is he supposed to know this is your operation to take down this guy? And now he knows the full information about who that guy was. But Clark cannot sacrifice his choice to save everybody, to help protect the world, just so that he can get information from Anderson in terms of dangerous people the DOD are looking after. Like, I think Clark, if he ever decides to try to work with Anderson, I feel like it's just going to be a huge disaster. Because it's not going to go the way it should. I get it. Clark's going to get into bind sometimes, but he's Superman. He will figure it out, hopefully. But thankfully he has everybody there to help him. One last thing before we go. So Lois, I think that was the guy that they had interviewed in the first episode, the podcast guy. I think that was the same guy. Maybe it's someone else completely different. Was making podcast about Lois's articles and claiming that there's sources that were not truly vetted or they weren't completely reliable, and then finding out what happened to Lucy, like what exactly happened to her character, because she's coming back this season after being gone for so long from Supergirl. They're bringing Lucy Lane back. Turns out she was part of a cult and she almost died, and thankfully Lois saved her. So that's pretty intense stuff. So that kind of explains why she was gone essentially for a long time, which is kind of dark. But I'm curious to see what's going to happen here, because they're claiming that there's a source that's going to come out and recant their story. Maybe it is Lucy, because Lucy and Lois haven't spoken since the article came out years ago about exposing the cult leader that they were talking about in this episode. So maybe that's the connection of why she's returning this season. We'll see. But yeah, overall, it was a really good episode. Crazy ending, a lot of crazy stuff happening, and I cannot wait for the next episode because I'm loving the hell out of the show. It's so damn good, and I can't wait for the next episode. So what you guys think of the episode? I'm curious to know your thoughts. What were some of your highlights? What were some of your favorite moments of the episode? Whatever thoughts you have, guys, let me know in the comments below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will talk to you guys soon. Peace out.